IEP and IFSP referral and identification processes typically start when there is a concern about a child's development or learning that leads to an official referral by typically the parent, a teacher, or some other professional or loved one in their life. Before I continue on with the video, I do want to go over some of the differences between an IEP and IFSP and how they differ very briefly. So, when it comes to IFSP, this program covers infants until they're age 2. It provides services for both the family and the child, and services can be provided in home or in an outside setting. So those are some very key distinctions, because when we get to IEP, you're going to see that this program covers children aged 3 to young adults aged 21 and provides services solely to the special needs individual. And these services are provided in a school setting. It's also important to note that the IFSP is reviewed every 6 months and the IEP is reviewed every year, although that's just a minimum. Meetings and such happen throughout the year, of course, but in terms of like reviewment and formalities, one service is every 6 months and the other is yearly. They also have differences in their overall goals and what their overall intention is. So when it comes to IFSP, the goal is early intervention and measuring early childhood development. But when we go over to IEP, the goal is to measure an individual's educational performance and ability to participate in activities. When a child qualifies for services, an IFSP or IEP team works together to create their plan. The IFSP, or Individualized Family Service Plan, is for children aged birth to 2. It's family-centered and focuses on developmental outcomes at home as well as inside their community. It includes the child's current levels, their family goals, the services needed, and is managed by a service coordinator. The IFSP is reviewed every 6 months. The IEP, or Individualized Education Program, is for students aged 3 through 21. It's student-centered and focuses on school success. The IEP outlines the student's strengths, their annual goals, services, and pretty much any accommodations the student may need. A special education teacher usually serves as the case manager, and the plan is reviewed at least once a year. Both programs are designed to grow and change with the child, ensuring the right support is always set in place. The success of an IFSP or IEP depends on the collaboration of the entire team. The student plays probably one of the most key roles, obviously, especially once they get older, because they can start sharing what they want out of their goals and interests and where they would like to progress. Their voice really helps to mold the plan, so the older a student gets, a lot more autonomy they're able to have over these meetings. The family is the child's advocate. They bring the insight for the child's needs, culture, and a daily life. They're a big part of the consent, and they help guide the team's decisions. The case manager is often a special education teacher or some sort of service coordinator, which they're there to make sure the plan is followed, that they're scheduling the meetings and they're tracking the progress, and they ensure all legal timelines are met and all everything is up to legal code. Other professionals like general education teachers, therapists, psychologists, and various administrators contribute their expertise together with this as well. One of the most important things to remember about either of these programs is that you need to have everybody on the same page and everybody working together in order for the programs to be as effective and as successful as they can possibly be. So communication and collaboration is imperative and vital to both of these programs. IFSP and IEP meetings usually follow a pretty clear agenda. It starts with the team looking at the student's strengths and giving reports to any recent evaluation results. For instance, if a student's one of a student's goals is to, let's say, eat with a spoon instead of using their hands. That's a social skill that they're working on, and that has been implemented into their plan. If they begin to consistently eat with a spoon and not their hands, then obviously we can, during the evaluation results, we can maybe move towards a different goal or keep that goal in the back of our minds, but start maybe adapting the goal to something more difficult. During these meetings, it's not just staff members who are giving evaluations and reports and listing student strengths. It's actually families that are sharing what's happening at home as well. It's actually very, very, very important for staff members and parents to help each other with upholding the boundaries taught in class, reiterating the methods taught in class, and vice versa, right? So if they're practicing a behavior at home that they would like their child to emulate in a school setting, that's why families are there to share what's happening at home and what goals they would like to see for their child. From there, the team sets measurable goals, right? Obtainable goals, and decides on the services, support, and accommodation that the student will probably need to receive in order to successfully complete those goals. The best meetings are collaborative and respectful. Every member of the team has a voice, especially the family and the student, when they're willing and ready to participate, of course, like when they're cognitively able to and when they are feeling safe enough to do so. The focus stays on strengths of the student, clear communication, and keeping inclusion at the center of the plan. At the heart of it all is keeping inclusion, accommodation, just things that can benefit the students' overall levels of success.